Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to check out Avalanche's price chart. And in here, I'm now seeing some optimistic signs because if you remember the last time that we talked about AVAX, I think we were right around here. And the idea was that this move up, if you insist on being bullish, has to be into this wave 3, and followed by that you need to see a correction for 4 and then another move up into wave 5. And as you can see, we exactly got that. But question, does this mean that our move up should be over right in here, and from the current point we can expect like a very strong move on the downside? Well, if you want to be bullish, the answer to that is absolutely not. Why? Okay, this is my primary bullish scenario in Avalanche, suggesting that this white 5 wave up is going to be into this wave 3. And what is it that you need to see next? Well, a correction structure into wave 4, and then even another move up into wave 5, so on and so forth, into wave 3, 4, 5, into wave 3, 4, 5. Now, here's the thing. I think in Avalanche, we are probably going to see a move on the downside in form of a correction structure. And I'm here to tell you, expect this thing to take at least 5 to 7 days. Why is that? Okay. You see, in terms of Elliott waves, whenever you are having a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the idea is that if your wave 2 is a relatively deep correction structure, then okay, at that point, number 1, your wave 4 is not going to be that deep, and number 2, it's instead going to take some time, potentially longer than the length of our wave 2 time was. And let's go around here. Let's just see, is our wave 2 a deep correction or not? As you can see, in this phase, we retrace to about the 90% level. So by all accounts, this is absolutely a deep corrective movement, meaning what? For our wave 4, we should expect it to take some time, longer than our wave 2. And let's just measure the length of our wave 2 timing wise. There we go. And put this thing right around the beginning of our supposedly wave 4. This move on the downside into our wave 4 should at least take, let's say, more than 4 or 5 days if we want to say this is a correction structure. So for the short term, again, please expect some more chopping around. And here is a very important point. In case that from here, or let's say like just a little bit lower, maybe we're going to do something like this, we see a bounce back in order to take this important high about, let's say, $30.50, it will be an extremely bullish sign. And at that point, I am perfectly fine having some more consolidation patterns, something like this. Why? Because that is going to make me confident about having a corrective movement in here. You see, if you want to say that I am actually wrong and in Avalanche our move up overall is over, then okay, you need to be able to find off of the highest high a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, the moment that we go up in short term and we take this important high, at that point, how exactly are you able to find in this whole phase a 5 wave? I would say finding it is so challenging to a degree that it really shouldn't be our primary case, suggesting what we are having indeed a correction. And our move up, guess what? It's not over yet. So for now, let's say for the next 5 to 7 days, we do want to see a corrective movement. And since this is into wave 4, I think we are allowed to consider having an A, B, C, D, E in form of a triangular structure. And then yet again, another good move up, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we do this, great sign, we are going to be right on the bullish track. And on the other hand, here is my final point. What you do not want to see in Avalanche is under any kind of circumstances, from the current point or like just a bit higher, a very strong move down in order to take these lows down here about $22.5, because that is going to confirm, you know what, off of the lowest low down here around $15, we are having a correction structure, meaning what, our move down is going to continue, and in it we may very well take the low spot. We may end up even going quite a bit lower than that. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in AVAX. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.